You ever just get tired of tiptoeing around certain topics? So, the big news this month in the pop world is Unholy, a new song by Sam Smith and Kim Petras. The teaser for it was already blowing up on TikTok for like a month, and upon its official launch, it promptly vaulted all the way to the top almost. Lucky girl. Now, you don't have to know anything about this song to know that this is a big deal, and it's a bit of a minefield to talk about. Sam Smith was already known to be gay, but also came out as non-binary a few years ago, and Kim Petras is trans. To the best of my knowledge, it is the biggest hit an out trans person has ever had. So all of that makes for a bit of a tricky conversation. You know, I don't want to offend anybody or anything, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm so tired of watering down my opinions. You know, gotta take into account the life experiences of other people. I'm tired of it, all right? So I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say it, all right? Here we go. I hate TikTok. God, that feels good to say. I hate it. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate the platform. I hate the content. I hate the style. I hate the culture. I hate it. Every time I try to use the site, I find nothing but garbage. Every TikTok meme I've ever had to look up was pointless. Yes, I've seen plenty of entertaining TikToks when they get reposted somewhere else. Yeah, that's great. A site you have to use other sites to use. Yeah, you have to train the algorithm. I've heard that before. But even when a TikTok is good, it's not good, you know? I'm already addicted to too much social media already. I don't need another one that's the equivalent of watching Family Guy cutaway gags for hours. Like, look at this guy. He makes a face. Don't you want to see him make the face? Is looking at this shit for hours a day really going to enhance my life? Yeah, you didn't sign up to hear cranky millennial Todd complaining about the website that's ruining all the other websites and stealing all his views. Well, now that I've got that out of my system, let's talk about yet another new song it's dumped in our laps, which is, you know, the hot, scandalous sex jam. Yes, from Sam Smith. Like, you may not know Kim Petras, who is making her debut on the charts after years of bubbling under. She's been the great trans hope of pop for a little bit now, and a lot of people have been rooting for her, but her biggest commercial selling point is also her biggest drawback, which is that most of her work is with super producer and accused rapist Dr. Luke, a situation that is still nowhere near reaching a satisfying conclusion. Dr. Luke is not on this song, thankfully, so that's a topic we can avoid.
Guess it's true, I'm not good at a one-night stand.
The other artist, Sam Smith, you probably do know. That's the singer who does the, well, not this, which is, yeah, okay, this song, Unholy, is about having an affair with a married man.
Dirty, dirty boy.
And how very naughty and dirty and wrong it is.
You don't know how to keep your business clean.
Yeah, I'm a little bit stunned by this, honestly. Like, as you can see, we are very far from the type of songs that they usually do. So my first question is, why exactly has Sam decided that this is the direction that the song's already over? Of course it is fucking TikTok. Okay, well, first off, let's address the elephant in the room, which is that this is by two trans / non-binary / genderqueer artists. And since I'm not any of those things, my first instinct was not to say anything about this without 2 years of focus group testing, because on this point, yes, I am still scared of putting my foot in my mouth. Like, I don't want to accidentally insult anybody. I worry if I say something like, seeing posh theater kid Sam Smith dressed as an auto mechanic is objectively funny. You need new brake pads. I worry if I were to say something like that, I'll get canceled for suggesting that non-binaries are bad at auto repair or some other harmful stereotype, so I wasn't gonna review this. But then I remembered, hey, I'm a straight white man. No one's gonna give me shit for anything as long as it looks like I'm halfway trying. Your lower standards are noted. And I'm actually not a complete moron, I do know some stuff. I have a bizarrely large number of friends, acquaintances, and viewers who are trans, and from what they tell me, the trans situation in 2022 is not fantastic. With all that is happening in the outside world, yes, I do get that this song's success is a very, very good thing. It is good for trans people everywhere, and it's good for pop music, which is supposedly this big, gay-friendly, queer-friendly sphere of the world, but up till now has had no trans stars. That seemed like a pretty big hole to me. Especially right now where it seems like trans issues are all people can talk about. And even beyond just, political correctness, it's good on an artistic level. Just for reasons of novelty, if nothing else. Like, this is the first song on the radio I'm hearing like this from artists like this, which is great because this year has otherwise been kind of boring. Like, ooh, what you got for me, 2022? A moody Drake song with DJ Khaled shouting over it? Or a white girl singing a dance song with a really obvious sample? Fantastic. More slop, please. I love it. So yes, representation does matter. I absolutely agree with that. But it's not the only thing that matters. So, I gotta tell it like it is. That's what I get paid to do. So, do I actually like listening to this song? Well, it's good for trans visibility, but as a song, unfortunately, I gotta say, I think this song is a giant, steaming pile of... Actually, honestly, it's kind of growing on me. Like, I did think this song was a complete and total disaster the first time I heard it. But actually, I listened to it some more, and there are parts I like. I think the bass line especially is pretty cool. Pretty sure that's the riff from Sober by Tool. And I do think it's cool that we finally have a trans pop hit, and it's as provocatively sexual as this. Freak out some normies. I do have some concerns, though. The first being that it's like 40 seconds long. You can thank TikTok for that one. Yeah, I'm more neutral about TikTok as it pertains to its effects on popular music. It's had its good parts, it's had its bad, but God, I miss when songs would have parts, like multiple parts, an intro, an outro, a bridge, a solo, a drop even, something other than what this song has, which is just verse, chorus, over. I mean, that's how you listen to music on TikTok. It's literally background music. You don't need more than 2 ideas. If you had a third idea, you just turn it into another song. Like, yeah, not every song needs to be a 5-suite symphony or anything, but this one feels like it should. With a big, sweeping Catholic choir, it's trying to sound so big, and yet it feels like it's missing 60% of the song. Is that it? Where's the rest of it? And as far as that, big sound, though, I don't know about this whole dark cabaret style that people do. A lot of people seem to think it's a lot sexier than I do. I don't really like it when The Weeknd does it, and I don't like that Boyfriend song that Dove Cameron has. And here with the choir and, the Eyes Wide Shut Moulin Rouge secret sex dungeon thing, ooh, it's sexy. It's scary sexy. You're scared of how hot it makes you. I think it's trying too hard, that's just my take. What about the artists themselves? Does this team up really work? Sam Smith and Kim Petras. Well, I mean, you can see the connection, right? The most famous non-binary pop star and the most famous trans pop star. Solidarity, right? Sure, that makes sense. If you literally know nothing else about them. Which again, you might not, because this is Kim's first crossover hit, but if you don't know her, what she tends to make is extremely upbeat electropop where she's basically a living Barbie doll. I want all my clothes designer. You might enjoy her last project, which was literally called Slut Pop, and featured songs like Treat Me Like a Slut and Throat Goat. Slut pop. Whip your dick out. Turn your bitch out. And this is Sam Smith. This is Kim Petras. This is Sam Smith.
So I tried every night to sit with sorrow.
Yeah, it does strike me as extremely weird to pair up pop's most flamboyantly sexual artist with its least. Sam Smith's music is, I guess not sexless exactly, but lustless. They come from the grand tradition of tasteful, urbane British soul singers, where you put on your classy evening wear and wail your pain away, and then have a nice spot of tea. Whenever sex happens in Sam's music specifically, it's very needy and sad and not hot.
But I still need love, 'cause I'm just a man.
I'm kinda sick of that, and I guess Sam is too, since their music has gotten a whole lot more poppy and danceable. Which I get, it's gotta get old being the acceptable grandma-friendly face of gayness. the only person wearing muted colors at the Pride Parade.
My diamonds leave with you.
And I support this move for the record. It's produced better music and it's produced much more interesting music. But there's releasing a couple dance singles and then there's this.
Mommy, don't go, daddy's getting hot at the body shop, doing something unholy.
Can they pull this off? I think Sam's just not very good at this whole sex deity thing. Their voice is soulful, but not exactly like cheeky or naughty, and I don't know, they probably should not be singing about twerking. When they have to dial it back, it kind of works, but then the chorus comes and then they just start bellowing to the rafters. The song's supposed to be fun, right? You know, like, dirty, dirty boy. Yeah, you don't sound like you're having fun. You sound like you're in agony. Yeah, sorry, Sam, it just doesn't work. I don't think you should be singing about all the blasphemously hot sex that you're having.
She'd kick you out if she ever knew about all the you tell me that you do.
Wait a second.
I hear them whispering about the places that you've been.
Oh, I see. Sam's not the one actually banging this guy. Sam's just the narrator, the Ziegler in the Moulin Rouge. And Kim Petras is the actual side piece here.
Daddy, daddy, if you wanna drop the attic.
Yeah, I guess that makes more sense. That's a better use of your Sam Smith. Yeah. Is it weird that I'm disappointed? Like, if you're gonna do your big X-rated pop makeover, like, don't cop out like this. If you want to go there, go there. Why doesn't Sam Smith get to have any hot sex? Let Sam Smith fuck.
Dirty, dirty boy.
I don't know. I'd rather Sam fail at having a torrid affair than succeed at narrating someone else's. Because now it's just a story about a guy having sex with Kim Petras, which, what else is new?
You can wish me back it up, I'll be gone in the AM.
See, now this is just a story about a married guy with a secret girlfriend. And a guy with a gumar, you know, that's not actually that shocking to me. Like, here's my version of the song where I'm in Sam Smith's place, listening to this man tell me his dirty, sexy secrets. Bro, come on. You're cheating on your wife with a stripper? What, are you gonna get a sports car and a ponytail too? This sucks. This sucks of you, it's fucking lame. Yeah, I know it's not your standard midlife crisis because in this case, the girlfriend is trans. Yeah, that will probably shock and horrify and scandalize your uptight Karen of a wife. If it was just some average non-trans side chick, I mean, I think your wife would probably be okay with that. She probably already assumed you had one of those anyway. But here's the thing about the trans stuff. It's all subtext. Like, you could listen to this song and very easily not pick up on any of it. Which is a weird thing to leave unspoken considering how over the top the song is otherwise. He buys her nice things, she gives him sex, she doesn't even cause problems.
He always call me 'cause I never cause no drama.
This all seems pretty standard, if anything. It actually feels like they're trying to make the scenario more mundane. I guess that's one way of normalizing trans lives, but I don't think that's what they were going for. It feels like they deliberately didn't go a lot of places they could have so as not to alienate too many people, you know? What do I think of that?
Here's my review. Not gay enough.
And can I ask, who is Sam supposed to be in this scenario?
All the you tell me that you do.
Kim Petras' pimp? A stranger at the bar? A non-binary bro this guy does his locker room talk with? Well, here's my idea who they should have been. Not a cabaret MC, a priest. Cheats on his wife, douche bro here, is in the confessional, confessing to Father Sam, and Sam's getting off on it. That would be much dirtier and much funnier, and would actually fit the unholy motif, which they do shockingly little with. I mean, they got the big Catholic choir, they make the song sound like O Fortuna, but it all still feels weirdly unsacrilegious. Like, Sam Smith is Catholic, went to Catholic school, has made a few songs about growing up gay in the church, and yet Unholy doesn't seem like much of an affront to God.
She'd kick you out if she ever knew.
It's only scandalous because, you know, what if your wife finds out? Which, Who cares?
I hear them whispering about the places that you've been and how you don't know how to keep your business clean.
Ooh, you can't keep your business clean. Is he unholy because he's a moron? Like, condemned to hell for being blasphemously stupid? Shut your mouth, idiot. Even the girl doesn't seem all that sinful.
Give me love, give me Fendi, my Balenciaga daddy.
Kind of too shallow to be sinful, which might be a problem with Kim Petras in general. Definitely is on this song. She just wants to trade sex for fancy purses. I don't think God much enters into it. I don't think anyone really cares what the Lord might think. It feels like this song should have more edge than it does. It's so weird that neither Sam nor Kim actually have any feelings of unholiness. Sam's just an observer and Kim doesn't care. Why is this about some random third person? Like, maybe Sam's supposed to be like the devil on this guy's shoulder, but I don't really think so. This guy doesn't sound like some morally conflicted sinner led onto the path of temptation. He just seems like a fucking numbnuts. Even Sam sounds like they're mostly just pointing and laughing. Even the guy playing him in the video looks like Ellis from Die Hard.
Hans. Bobby.
You know, not a morally upstanding man being lowered into depravity, just an annoying comic relief character that you can't wait for Hans Gruber to shoot. Like, where's the moral transgression in this? I don't know, I think I've talked myself back out of liking this song. There are parts I like, just wish there were more parts. I like the instrumentation. You can see the pieces are there for something really dark and nasty. And it's nice that Kim Petras has a hit because I do like her voice. But I don't know, it just feels like it's had the legs cut out of it. By Sam's eternally unerotic voice, by their fear of alienating Sam's audience of 40-year-old moms, and of course, by the constraints of TikTok pop. I did say that this song was a hit on TikTok for a full month before it was even released, right? How? How does that even work?